أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. This is the 10th chapter of the book Borunsi, and this is what his wife narrates. When he returned after 2 months, after salam and greetings, he said, I've come on a 20-day break, and this time, inshallah, we'll fix the house completely. He started his work immediately. He bought all the material on day one, and on the second day, he demolished the boundary wall and the entrance door. He was about to begin his construction work. However, some of the army personnel visited him. After a brief discussion with them, he came back inside and looked at me and said, Something urgent has come up, and I need to go immediately. I said, Sure, no worries, but come back soon. He said, The work is not within the city. I asked, Then where do you have to go? He replied lovingly, I have to go to the battlefield. I got really upset and said, Our house looks horrible in this neighborhood. You want to leave me and these little kids in a house which has no walls or a door? He did not reply anything. I complained, At least you should not have demolished the old walls. He replied lovingly, Do not worry. I promise you, no one will bother you, not even a cat. I was really worried and sad. He said, Why do you worry if there is no boundary wall around our house? Then I replied, Are you telling me that it's okay for me and the little kids to live in a house which doesn't have any door or protecting boundary wall? He was trying to calm me down, but it had no effect on me. Rather, I was getting upset by the moment. Then suddenly his smile faded, and now he was serious, but his voice was full of love. He said, Since I was young, rather, since my childhood, when we used to live in a village, I never climbed onto other people's terrace or peeped into other people's house, nor did I look at other women. I was pretty upset, but when I heard him speak like this, I came to my senses and started listening to him carefully. Then he said, Right at this moment, if you go out in the open area without your headscarf, no one will look at you. Rest assured, no one will bother you in this house, because I never bothered anyone in my life. He spoke confidently. When he finished talking, I was changed. His words had calmed me down, and when he took his bag to leave, I was not worried at all. He came back after a few days. He had the same love in his eyes. He hugged each of the kids and loved and kissed them. He had barely sat down, but he turned towards me and asked me, So, how many burglars paid visit to us? I replied, No, not at all. Your words had such an impact on us that we stayed peacefully here and no one bothered us at all. May Allah bless him. We still feel the impact of his words upon us. Inshallah, we will cover the rest of the material in the next chapter. Until then, iltimas dua, Khuda Hafiz.